Today, guys, we're going to be going over some more things that you suggested should be added or fixed in Grand RP. I love doing these types of videos because I get to go over things that you guys would like to see implemented into the city, and I think we have a pretty decent amount of them for this video. And of course, if you do want to suggest anything, pop it in the suggestions tab in the Grand RP Discord or comment it down below on this video. But I hope you go on to enjoy it. And just before we get into it, if you haven't already joined the server before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on start playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, and download the launcher, and you should be good to go. Very first one I saw was bring back the old Louis V container. Now this is something I 100% think needs to come back. For some reason, they made it $10 million to purchase now. I have no idea why. And they also removed the Vans container where you can get luminous Vans, which I also loved opening. I did open it like 5 times, which cost a whole lot of money, but still. They need to bring that back and reduce the price of this. I don't know why they made it $10 million. It's not like you're able to sell the clothes or anything. I got a ton of them sitting in my warehouses, and I've actually dropped some of the duplicates on the floor. But going from $2 million to $10 million is just uncalled for, and I'd really like an explanation. What was the purpose of it? This next one I saw is improving the RP work within community services, like when you're at prison. You can go and read through what this person went on to say, but I 100% agree with the concept of this, because DOC in general is just boring as hell. When you're in prison, you have less rights than an actual prisoner does in real life. Like, you're literally stuck in there, and odds of you actually being able to go anywhere, like going to change your name or go to the gym, or even go outside to move boxes to reduce your prison sentence, you're usually never allowed to do so. There's been like one time I was actually able to do that, which really sucks. But even for the DOC workers, it's just boring. There's nothing to do there. There could be so much more you could do while you're in prison, like it is in real life. Like, really think about it for a second. In real life, you're able to go outside into the yard. You're also able to go into the cafeteria for lunch. I mean, most of the time you're in your cell, but I mean, there's still a lot of other stuff you could do in prison. But for some reason, they haven't added any of that stuff. Like, I remember before, they actually made it a little fun. Like, you had to go to the laundry room to talk to some dude to get a tattoo to steal cars or something like that. Before, it was a little bit more advanced and cool, and they decided to remove all of that for some reason. Not saying bring back that exactly, but definitely add some more stuff to do while you're in prison. Not only will it make the prisoners a little bit more happy instead of sitting there for over an hour sometimes, and it'll also make the DOC workers a lot more happy because, you know, they can actually do something instead of just standing around talking half the time. And obviously, this wouldn't affect anybody that's punished by an admin and they're in De Morgan, because that just wouldn't be fair. You're punished for a reason. But when you're in prison, you should be able to do stuff like that. And I know a lot of prisoners will just run out of their cells and just do crazy crap and stuff like that. Well, then you'll just get tossed right back in your cell and you won't be able to reduce your sentence, you can't get back out in the city, and might even receive some more time, because it would make sense. If you fuck up in prison, you're about to be let out, you receive more time added to your sentence. So it would maybe teach some people a lesson not to be absolute idiots. But either way, I think it would be really fun and would increase RP and just be more enjoyable for every single person in DOC. This next one, everybody has to agree with me here. The price of the premium battle pass, that's all you need to hear. That shit is way too much money. Now listen here, right? I'm Canadian, so I'm paying in British pounds, which is crazy for me, because 350 GBP to Canadian dollars is a grand total of $601 for me to purchase that battle pass. Think about that. $601 Canadian. Now, for a lot of people, they might be like, oh, who cares? I'm rich. Do whatever you want. Yeah, well, that's great. But that is way too much money to pay for one singular thing in-game, specifically a battle pass. Name any other game in the entire world where a battle pass costs that much money. It is just not fair to anybody, and definitely needs to be reduced. Realistically, there shouldn't even be a premium plus battle pass. It should be free and then regular. Keep it at 60 grand coins for the regular premium battle pass, but 350 to get a couple more prizes that really aren't all the craziest things in the world is just unfair and should definitely be reduced or completely removed. Just make it regular battle pass and premium. 60 grand coins, that is it. Next is going to be Tradeable GC Items or cars. Once again, I agree with this. If you purchase something for real money and you get it in-game, you should be able to trade it around with other people in the city. Like, if you spend $300 of real-life money on a car and you can't sell it, I mean, you can sell it to the government and maybe end up getting $1 million or $2 million when you sell it to the state. Just isn't really that fair. You could also spend $10 million on that Louis V container, and you can't sell any of those items either. I don't believe every single item should be tradable, but I do believe there is a lot of things that we get from battle passes, containers, or buy with grand coins that are just untradeable. And half the crap you just get rid of. Like, my closet is filled up with so many things that I just can't sell. And it would be great if I could, and it doesn't really make too much sense on why we can't sell them, especially if we paid real life money in order to do that. All you'd be getting is cash, which would allow you to upgrade more cars, buy some other cool clothes, and things like that. It would be great. I'm just not sure why they haven't allowed that for the longest time. It would really benefit me a lot too, because every single car you see in this garage right now is untradeable. I can't sell a single one of them. And if I did decide to sell all of them to the state, I think I would get about $40 million, which is not great, considering all of them are technically worth roughly around $400 and something million. And that's just the ones that are in the garage at the moment. So it would just make a little bit more sense. If we're able to sell some of these vehicles, sell some of these untradeable items as well, it would make things a bit easier for us. Or at least for cars, make the state values a bit higher. Next up is expanding beach market. This is something I 100% agree with once again, just because half the time, at peak hours, when I go to beach market, there is not a single shop I'm able to rent, and you could wait hours. But there's people all just clumped up right next to the guy where you rent shops from, and they're instantly gone. Now the thing is, beach market, right? They have these massive barriers where you can't even bring cars in. There is tons and tons of space that they could expand shops and maybe even make it a little bit more lively. Add some cool props and stuff like that, which I've seen them actually do, but they should definitely add some more shops to the place because they fill up quickly, especially when you have like 1,600 people in the city and there's only, what, like 40 shops? People can just keep going back. They rent it for 3 hours, the next hour goes by, they have it rented for 2 hours, they can go back, pay an extra $100, and boom, it's rented for 3 hours. They could literally have it rented for the whole day and go and take a nap if they really wanted to, come back and re-rent it. Just add more shops and it would make things a little bit easier. This next one pretty much says, add some exclusive cars that are only for the family in the family quest menu. I think this would be pretty great, to be honest, because then, like this person goes on to say, it would make people want to do these quests more because they can get cool cars that are only for the family. Another thing is, a lot of people don't really care about the current things that are in the family menu. Like for me, I'm not a shooter. I don't like carrying guns around with me and going around killing people, so nothing really appeals to me. But if there was a nice looking car there with maybe my family logo on it, or something cool like that, just awesome cars or just cars in general that you could exchange points for, that would be great. It would make people in the family want to go and do these tasks more, and it would just make the family system a little bit better. Next, it's a clear ban on all servers. Now this I somewhat agree with, just because a lot of my friends have been permanently banned from this city for just random reasons. Some of them, they deserved it, and other ones were just kind of strange. But either way, I think a lot of people do deserve a second chance. Like, some people just may not have known, and then boom, they're permanently blocked for 9,999 days. Some people do deserve another chance, and I believe they did this in the past where you could appeal any ban that you got, and most people just got rejected. So I feel like they should be a little bit more lenient this time and try it one more time, just allowing people to come back. Because a lot of people have been banned. Out of the 380,000 people that have joined this city, there's probably been at least 100,000 people that have gotten banned. So it would be nice to see, but obviously not every single person should be allowed to come back, because some people would hack and, you know, pretty much screw everything up. Anyways, that pretty much wraps things up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you went on to enjoy it. And if you have any suggestions, be sure to put them in the Discord or comment them down below in the comments section. If you want to see another video like this, just let me know and I'll go over some more and we can talk about it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.